The Brazilian ambassador to India, Kenneth Nóbrega, has pointed out that while United States' absence at the G20 Leader Summit will impact it, the G20 bloc is acquiring more and more legitimacy as it brings together the largest percent of the world's GDP and the largest percentage of the world's population, adding that G20 has evolved further with a key legacy of the African Union being made a full-fledged member of the bloc under India's presidency.
Country is not participating in the G20 summit. I think it brings to my mind one of the questions that have been debated in Brazilian diplomacy regarding G20 versus United Nations. G20 to a large extent being a locus where some of the big world challenges are being discussed. Why not in the United Nations? Why in the G20? This has been, when the G20 was formed, the G20 summit, we had this debate in the Brazilian diplomacy regarding legitimacy of the G20. And one thing, with of course the benefit of the hindsight, you see the G20 has been acquiring more and more legitimacy throughout the years. First beginning as a group that brought together the largest, a large percentage of the world GDP and also a large percentage of the population. And then it evolved, I think, further, and during the Indian presidency, we had this key legacy of the African Union acceding to the group as a full-fledged member. In the Brazilian presidency, we also had this issue of legitimacy in mind. So we promoted the first foreign affairs ministers meeting of the G20 in the premises of the United Nations. And open to all United Nations membership, and also we had this idea of bringing G20 closer to the world population, to the world citizenry. So the idea of the global, the task force against hunger and poverty, against climate change, so to show that the G20 could deliver tangible results to the world citizenry.